Mark Cuban said that diversification is for idiots. I don't understand it. Why people do it? Have you heard about it? What do you think? For you guys that don't know that who is Mark Cuban, he is owner of Dallas Mavericks and he made most of his money in the year of 2000 where he sold actually his company broadcast.com to Yahoo, actually for over 4 billions. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Millennial Money. I'm very excited that channel is growing and I thank for all support that you do and all the likes and all the comments, and always I appreciate it. Have it in mind. So let's talk about diversification today, because in investing there is so many people following different approaches. You might find that some of the investors are promoting diversification, are saying that it's good, and then on the other hand some people are hating it. And you know, there is always some true on both sides. You just have to find on both of them and you have to meet in the middle. Easiest way is to learn from other people's mistakes. So today you can learn from the mistakes that I did, and for exchange you can just smash the like button. I appreciate it. With that being said, let's just begin. In my scenario, when I was starting 6-7 years ago, I didn't know anything about diversification. What I knew it was I'm gonna make money, which is not the best approach, of course. But being a young, you know, in high school and so on, what else you might be having in head, right? Actually, like diversification, what it is, it's pretty much you put your money into different asset class. So let's say you put money into stocks, then ETF, then index funds, then let's say real estate, then let's say crypto. So pretty much like the deal with the diversification, it helps your portfolio that you will be not overloading your money into one asset, you know, so that way you are not participating in the risk that might be coming with one of the investment that you do, which is really neat these days especially. And why all this diversification matters? It's just because that if you have money in one certain stock, let's say you have $10,000, you put it in one certain stock, you are participating in big risk because you might be losing money or making money. I think that's the one thing that people, when they do this kind of investment, they are not thinking about diversification. It's because they are maybe sometimes too greedy. They want to make money like super fast, like in a getting rich scheme and fast scheme that you make money like right away, which is not usually true. So that's the thing that I feel like, at least from my friends and so on, once they put all money into one basket, which Buffett was always saying, don't put all eggs, you know, in one basket. Diversification is super important because it reduces your risk, and that's what you want to do when you are investing your money, because you should know when you are investing there are pluses but there are minuses. Plus is that you make money, you are building wealth. Minus is that you might be losing money and you want to reduce that risk as much as you can, right? Let's say one of your asset class, let's talk about the stocks, they went down like 40% and you had all money over there, and you might be in the big loss, right? But if you have just stocks, let's say 20% of your portfolio, and if that portion goes down, so if there is a loss, it's way smaller, and that's what you want to do with diversification. One thing that I feel like not so many people know, not so many investors are paying attention, it's about correlation. What it is, let's say, if one of the assets goes up, then if it's correlating with another group of assets. And let's, for example, like I know, like when there was a Bitcoin and stock market, when the stock market went up, Bitcoin was following the same trend, and vice versa. When Bitcoin was going up, stock market was going up. So what I want to say is that, let's say you have 50% of your money in stocks and 50% of crypto, and you are doing that because of your diversification. But at the end of the day, if stock market goes down, crypto is going down as well. And I think it's important because you might be trying to avoid this kind of correlations. Of course, there is gonna be some correlation always, but try to find small portion as possible, you know, because you might be thinking like having the stocks and real estate, which of course there is small correlation that when the economy is going down, probably real estate is not gonna be doing that well as well or anything like that. But I think that that portion is way smaller if you compare it to that you have index fund and then you have a stocks and you think you are diversified, but you are not really. Well, you are just a little bit, let's say. Of course, always better than just to be in one asset class. So try to think about your portfolio even right now, that if you go through your portfolio, you know, and you see that you should ask question that does it correlate? If yes, how much, and am I comfortable with that? And you can do some changes maybe. Biggest benefit of diversification, at least for me, is that let's say you have a real estate in your portfolio and that goes up, so there is some return. Then you have a stocks, it goes up, there is some return. And let's say you have 5, 6, 7 asset classes and all of them are performing and bringing some return. At the end of the day, it's kind of like together, so it's sum up, there is a compound effect and so on, which might bring bigger like upside, bigger profits than like having just one asset class as well. So once you are trying to diversify your portfolio, let's say you have already stocks, then what I like to do, it's like, okay, right now I'm focusing on technology stocks, then green energy stocks, then healthcare. So I have kind of like different pies in my portfolio when it comes to stocks. Then let's talk about index funds, like you can buy MSCI World, you can buy S&P 500. So there is some diversification because S&P 500 is just USA, MSCI World is like Europe and USA, and I believe other continents as well, and there is so more. Or for example, with the real estate, that what I like to do, and I think it's important, at certain point you don't have all properties in one location, even though it might be like convenient for you because it's in one spot. Sometimes it's good to change geographic location as well. You have a house in your portfolio, okay, so next I'm gonna buy condo, you know, I'm gonna buy apartment in the capital city, and that kind of stuff that might help you diversify your portfolio. I feel if there is a mistake that people do when they try to diversify, which they already made good decision, is that they over diversify their portfolio. And that's what Kuban is saying, that
you're an idiot.
He is not saying that you shouldn't diversify, that you should go all in on Bitcoin or anything like that. But he is saying that if you have a small amount of money, let's say like $10,000, you shouldn't be buying hundreds of investment. That's what he is meaning. I think it's very harmful for your portfolio because having hundreds of, you know, like stocks in your portfolio and you put into each of like them like $100 in this scenario, if one of them makes 4,000%, which is, I'm not sure if it's even possible, but yes, of course, but it still will not affect your portfolio that much. So it's good to diversify, but make sure you don't over diversify. So that's the Kuban like tip and advice as well, what he is meaning. For example, in my scenario, I have different asset class and I think it's very important. I'm gonna be adding up soon like my own business as well. And pretty much what I like with the diversification, that biggest plus is that you have different streams of income from diversification. That's what I've been liking and I got used to for that, so it's really neat. Let me know in the section below like how good are you diversifying your portfolio, if it's just like you are all in into stocks or you already think through about all different aspects and all different scenarios and you have pretty much well-organized portfolio. I'm always eager to learn from the other people knowledge as well. So guys, I hope you found some information today beneficial, and don't forget to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate that a lot. And have in mind that this is not financial advice, since I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a college kid. And thanks for watching, until next time, see ya!